Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into this segment of Cox Connections. We are, on this segment, happy to talk about something that's been now in its fifth incarnation, the fifth annual Tour de Jefferson, coming up on Sunday, October the 23rd. And here to talk about it, I would say, is almost the brainchild of it all, Miss Melinda Bourgeois, who, it says volunteer coordinator, but that I just don't think that's right. I think it's more than, it's a humble title for a huge job. And Melinda, thank you so much representing the Tour de Jefferson and as well as the Jefferson Chamber. Thank you so much for all that you do for this event. 5 years in the making. Could you have ever thought that you've gotten to this?
Well, and Brad, the reason I continue to do this, it's such a community event.
It's fun too.
It's fun, and everyone participates. You have the Jefferson Police Department, you have the school system, you have West Wego's Farmers Market. I mean, the Bayou State
It wasn't that
Park.
way in the beginning, you know, because it took very, very hard, humble beginnings at the front, but now you have the sheriff's office involved, and people are seeing
the motorcycle
this is a
volunteers.
place to come.
Right.
You know?
So that's what's the greatest thing about it. To coordinate it is fun because people are willing to work with you,
Right.
and you're right.
Sure.
And it works. And the weather has been beautiful every year.
Knock on wood. Yes. You've been very blessed for that. Tell me, the importance is not just to have a tour, and it's obviously great to show off the parish. It's on the West Bank, as it always has been, but also it's an opportunity, I would say, to maybe kind of have a certain sense of awareness to the quality of life that you can get in Jefferson Parish, or to maybe see things you don't typically see as you're going 40 miles an hour down the street, or even ever been there in the first place.
Absolutely, because we start at the Bayou Signet wave pool, which no one even knows they have a wave pool in Bayou Signet.
Don't say it now. All these people are going to be there next year. Now. It's a great wave pool, but the Bayou Signet is just beautiful. It's a great gem that's on the West Bank.
That's correct. And then we go up the Mississippi River Trail, and we actually ride along the river trail where in areas of the West Bank that are undeveloped, and that's unusual in Jefferson Parish. You see it like in St. Charles Parish, you'll see, but I mean it's areas that are undeveloped, and you ride along the trail. And then one of the places we come down is right across the street from Audubon Park, which you don't need until you look at it from this side. You're like, wow. You probably thought, what is on the other side when you're at the fly? Right.
And you're like, what's on the other side there? You're going to be able to see
it. That's it.
And then you're going to be able to look on the other side. Oh, that's Audubon Park.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so it's a beautiful area, and then it's of course you're riding along the river, so you're up high, you can see the river.
You're on top of the levee.
That's it. And then you come down Sala Avenue, which is the historic district of West Wego.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice new
the theater and all the construction, all the work
museum.
that they've been doing.
That's correct. They just finished. Yeah. And then first rest area is going to be at the West Wego's Farmers Market, which is a neat area. And JPAS is going to have a little choral group of kids performing at nice. Yeah. So that's neat. So that's a neat thing.
And then this year, which is nice too, you have 3 different levels. So you can do 25 miles, 35 miles, or if you want to biggie size it, you can do 50 miles. Which 50. Really, I mean, the 50 has perks for why 50 is such a great thing. But this year we've gotten, if you go to the website too, Jefferson. tourdejefferson.org. If you go to the website, you'll see, you can click on a map. We're actually looking at it here. But you can see the map, and it's circular this year, which is a really added benefit.
It's definitely an added benefit. We used to go up and down Ames Boulevard, and both traffic in both directions. And so the beauty of this year is it's a big circle, so you'll never cross bikers on the other side, except for in Lafitte.
Right.
And the neat thing, like you're talking about the 50 miles, the neatest thing with the 50 miles is the Lafitte Bridge, because it is an opportunity to climb a mountain in Louisiana.
I've done it a few times.
In Louisiana we don't have very many mountains, so that's kind of a mountain climbing type of
And
thing.
then the best part is going down.
That's right.
Have your hands on the brakes just a little bit. Don't get crazy, but it's really nice.
And then you go around that big curve. So it's got a lot of excitement too.
Yeah, and really the town of Jean Lafitte does a great job.
Every year they've done the mayor puts out a crawfish boil, and I mean not a crawfish, I'm sorry, a shrimp boil, and serves drinks.
It's fantastic.
And, so he does a nice job. And it's a nice town.
And it's all, again, to really encourage people to appreciate what's going on, but also to have a greater awareness of more bike-friendly pathways. And I think we all need to learn, and I think, New Orleans has done a great job in recent memory due to Katrina, i.e. doing a lot of refurbishing of roads, et cetera, and expansion. But they did it with the idea of a lane for bikes in mind. But we as New Orleanians and this part of the world aren't really used to that. So there's a lesson, maybe a learning curve that hopefully won't be generational, but it will be the sense where we will appreciate and understand that the bikes if they follow the law and the rules of biking, cycling, that those in a car need to also be respectful of them as well.
That's correct. And I think in Louisiana we really are heading in that direction.
Yeah, I do too.
They have a policy now in DODT that's complete streets, that when they repave a street, they actually look at it for bikes, pedestrians, elderly, handicapped. So that's kind of a nice thing. I do think it's something that's coming, and I think it's a positive thing.
Without a doubt. And the nice part about it too is that, people are just having a greater appreciation and respect for those who are riding a bike. It's an affordable means of transportation, and in these economic times, people are thinking about alternative ways to get to work. And because of the ever-expanding pathways for bikes, there's opportunities to do that.
And like you said, anybody can do it. That's
carbon emission, cut down more greener space, etc. Yeah.
Kids exercising and getting out,
Absolutely. So the Mississippi River Trail, the historic Sala Avenue for the first stop, but it doesn't stop from there. It continues to go.
Woodmere Elementary.
I was about to say, a nice stop. You said it at one of the first.
In 25 years. We haven't built a school in Jefferson Parish in 25 years, so we were able to go in and see what the new schools look like. And then from there, you can either go to Lafitte City Park for the shrimp oil, or you go to the National Park, and that will be the National Park will be the end of the 25-mile route. And then they'll actually have a bus that will pick you up and bring you back to Bayou Signet.
Now, last year, 750 riders came out. Fantastic. And this isn't a race.
It's a ride.
Mind you.
It's a recreational.
It's a ride. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon in the sense that you just ride. Nice ride. And go at whatever, 25, 35, or 50 miles. There's no one gives you a medallion or whatever for the first place winner. It's a nice, relaxing family event with the safety of the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office there and the representing cities, etc. And then the nice part about it is, say you're going, I'm going to do the 50, and you're about maybe 38 miles because 3 miles back you should have stopped. Don't give up. Don't stop, or do stop, because we have SAG wagons, as it's called, that will pick you up and bring you to the finish line. So, I mean, if you poop out, you just I've had enough, and you need a break, you're not just going to be left alone to
figure out a way back.
Yeah.
And the nice thing too, at the end, we'll have a band, and then we have pasta, jambalaya, and
we'll
pasta,
get you those
and
carbs
red beans, and
reload you.
all kinds of good food and drink.
Absolutely.
So that's a fun thing.
Well, everybody, again, it's the largest event sponsored by the Jefferson Chamber in Jefferson Parish, and it's growing and getting ever so popular. If you're looking for more information about how you can participate in the 2011 Tour de Jefferson, it's going to be on Saturday, October the 23rd at Bayou Signet. Registration fee is just $27 for an adult cyclist, $15 for 17 and under. If you're interested, you can go to their website, tourdejefferson.org. Check them out at Facebook, on Facebook, I should say, at facebook.com/Tour de Jefferson. Or you can give a call to the Jefferson Chamber at 504-835-3880, or shoot them an email at tdj@jeffersonchamber.org. They'll give you all the information you need about the event. If you need a registration form, etc., it's all there for you to take advantage of, and all of it to support the 5th annual Tour de Jefferson and greater biking and greater aspects of that coming to where we can embrace it more as a parish here in Jefferson. So,
absolutely.
Thank you, Melinda, so much for a great job, all your passion, all the volunteers that are going to make this happen. Again, go to tourdejefferson.org for more information about this great event coming up again on October 23rd. Thanks a lot, Melinda. Have a good one.
Thank you, Brad.
All right, everybody, that wraps up this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching.